YouTube, what's happening? It is Friday, June 6th. The weekend is about to start for us. It's payday for a lot of people. It's a good day overall. It's Friday, can't complain. We have baseball on the slate today that we're going to talk about first. We have our 15 games we usually have. Everybody's playing today, as you see before you. We're going to break these games down, look at the spreadsheet, look at the props, see if we can find some value out there. But first, as always, we got to recap yesterday. It was a good day. Ice Cube said it. It was a good day. And it was. Suarez good. Over 8 good. Valdez good. Ciccone good. Tampa with the walk-off. Amazing win. Crazy ending. The only ones that didn't hit was the over in the Cubs Washington. They had 7 runs. And Burke had a great game against Detroit. He only had 1 walk in 7 innings. Great game by him. So overall, 5-2. Profits secured. We will take that each and every day. So if you want the plays typed out like this for every single sport I do, or if you want access to the spreadsheet so you can do your own research, it's eventually going to become an app. I'm working on that right now. Yes, I know. It's taking time. Go check out the HQ. Simple as that. So enough of that. We have 15 games. It is going to be a busy day. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to jump on over into the weather right now because I think we need to know what's going on out there when it comes to potential rain and wind and everything. So Tampa, yeah, I believe that when I see it. There's a chance of rain always in the afternoon, 6 miles an hour. Pittsburgh, potentially some rain to start, might push the game back. That might be something to note. No wind to worry about. Washington, nothing really, maybe a little bit of rain. Yankees, same situation. 30% doesn't mean much to me. But now when I see something like Cincinnati with like a 70 to 80% in the middle of the game, makes me want to not touch that game. I can see that's not good. Then we got Cleveland, has pretty much nothing. Detroit's looking pretty good too. White Sox looking pretty decent. Milwaukee's a dome. Minnesota's looking decent. St. Louis, maybe a little bit. Colorado, maybe a little bit. Angels, nothing. A's, 10 outs. That's the biggest, probably one of the biggest things. Their wind blowing out helps that over out a little bit. And, okay, yesterday was 2 days ago was 17 miles an hour. We took the over in the Padres Giants. Yesterday was 17 miles an hour again. Again, the over was 7.5. Did not take it because of the pitching matchups. Today we have the Braves in San Francisco, and now it's 18 miles an hour tonight. So, yeah, fun stuff. So there's your weather. Those are the games. Let's go ahead and jump to that first game right now. All right, first game on the slate is going to be Miami and Tampa. Beautiful afternoon game because that's when it doesn't rain around here. Always. It always rains in the afternoon in Tampa, especially when it's in the summertime. We have Tampa 170 with a 9.5 total. Let's look over at the G, and we can see Tampa has been cooking recently. They're still not the number 1 offense anymore. But hey, after that walk-off amazing win last night, who cares? That was amazing. We took that. So 7-3, 3-game winning streak. Miami's on a 4-game losing streak now. You know where the first 3 of those came from? The Rockies. Yeah, that's right. This team got swept by the Colorado Rockies, the 2025 Rockies at that. How bad can you be to be swept by the Rockies? Enough. I can't beat a dead horse. There you go. You get it. You get it. Good. Let's go look at the pictures. It's just surprising. Littell's going up against somebody. Who's he going against? Edward Cabrera, because that's what my schedule tells me. This is ESPN's schedule. So since he's not on a prop, let's look at his actual data. He has a 414 from this season, 48 Ks, not bad. 1.422-1. Let's see what his overall games have been recently. 6 hits, no earned against San Fran, no earned, and 3 hits and 5.2 against the Angels, 3 against the Cubs. This is a good 5 games. He has a total of 6 earned runs in 5 games. That's what, 1.2? Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Can't complain there. Hey, look at that, 10 strikeouts against the Angels. Tampa is 24th in strikeouts. That's something. They have a weakness. You see right there, you can strike Tampa out. That's one of their things they're known for. So let's go look at Littell's stuff. Anything over here look good? Nope, everything's orange. We don't care about orange. We move on. We look at the matchups, the histories. Matchup, Zach versus Miami. Nothing really. Miami versus righties, there you go. Tampa versus righties, there you go. Cabrera versus Tampa, there you go. Morel has 9 at-bats, 2 home runs. That might be worth note if you're looking for a home run lay. That might be somebody you could take. Other than that, so we see Miami's pitch has been pretty damn good. How has Littell been doing? Littell, however you want to say it, I don't care. I'm going to say Littell because that's what I'm hooked on phonics sometimes. That's what I want to do. So that's how I was raised in the 80s. So yeah, here we go. 3-1-1-2. Yeah, that dude has been pretty good. Cannot complain here. Yeah, he's averaging 2.2. So Miami's got the better pitcher. Tampa's got the better bats. It's the only game this afternoon. I almost want to take it. I wish we had a strikeout prop for Miami's dude. That is a shame. That upsets me. Do we go Morel? That'd be the only play I would really want to take because let's go look at the bats. Let's go look at it. Not that one. And it's just okay. Look at Brandon Lowe still doing work over here, just getting hits. Is this dude like crushing the still? Yeah, pretty much. These are just straight hits. This ain't HRR. That is 3-2-2-1-1-1-0-1-3-1. HRR is, well, his HRR is kind of bad, but still, whatever. Ah, mm-mm. And Tampa just had to walk off. Anytime you have an emotional walk off, I'm worried about like how they're going to react to the next day, especially the next day being a day game. We're playing pretty much after that. You know, you always celebrate after a walk off like that. So, if you could probably get a strikeout prop for Miami's pitcher, I would go for that. But other than that, I'm going to leave this game alone. It's just Miami's pitcher's too good, too good. I know they're sliding; they just lost, but pass next. Next up is Philly and Pittsburgh. We have Philly's a slight favorite with a 9 total. Look over at spreadsheet. We see that Philly's bats are struggling. Pittsburgh's bats do average unless Paul Skeens is pitching. Then they just put them down. They don't want to use them. So, yeah, there you go. Oh, man, Philly. What the hell, guys? That's not good. Pitcher props. We come over here and we see who is going to be pitching today. And we have Joe Ross versus Bailey Falter. Well, you open Joe Ross, you're like, okay, who? That doesn't sound familiar to me. That must be a bullpen guy. But it says strikeouts. We normally don't get props for a bullpen guy. We open it up and we see, well, Joe Ross can strike dudes out. But then you look closer, read the fine print. This is all last season. And if you scroll, you see this is when he was with Milwaukee last season. So now he's with Philly. And in Philly, he's a bullpen guy because you see his stats, Joe Ross. In the season so far, he's pitched his last 5 games, 0-0-2-1-2 earned runs over 1-1-1-2-2. So Atlanta got to him a little bit. He's a bullpen guy. He's going to start out. It's a bullpen game. Unless you're doing the shenanigans where they start the bullpen, then they start the starter. I hate that. That's annoying, but whatever. We're going to assume it's a bullpen game. So good job, Philadelphia. So we look over here, Joe Ross. I can't really use any of these stats, but I can use the matchup. So Falter versus Philly. Historically, there you go. There's no home runs, nothing really to worry about. Philly versus lefties, there you go. Man, Schwarber has 10 home runs this season against lefties. He's teeing off on them, aren't they? Let's see. Pittsburgh versus righties, there you go. Nothing. Well, Cruz has 11 home runs against righties. Damn, dude. All right. And then Ross versus Pittsburgh historically. McCutcheon has 2 home runs and 11 at bats, and Gonzalez has a home run, but he's going to pitch like an inning, maybe 2 tops. It doesn't matter. So, all we know is the team that's not hitting well is doing a bullpen game against Pittsburgh at home, but I don't really trust Pittsburgh's bats recently. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't trust them at all. Not when, yeah, they're doing decently, but nothing I really like Joe Ross. Like, Pittsburgh is, okay, this might be a gamble. Hold up. I'm looking at the strikeout number for Pittsburgh, and we just saw Joe Ross can strike dudes out, and he has a prop for a reason. Look at this. Look at his innings. Look at his strikeouts. He can strike dudes out. How, and I can get a line. Who's offering this line? Everyone. You see where I'm going, right? 1.5 is crazy. It's a crazy play. But Pittsburgh is striking out so much that 9.9 the last 10, I think I'm going to take it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we're going to take Joe Ross, the starting bullpen guy, over 1.5 strikeouts next. Ooh, it's going to be one of them days. I'm already taking bullpen strikeouts, and ooh, all right, we have to get deep in our bag today for this. Next game up is going to be Texas and Washington. Currently, we got Texas 120 with a 9.5 total. Look over here at the spreadsheet. We can see Texas even worse than Philly. At least they're getting runs, but now their averages are just, whoa. How are you second worst? Who is 30th? I want to know. Because 30s is as low as you go, and they were 29th in batting at 208. Somebody's worse. I'll find out soon enough. Washington's about mid. They're good at some things. They're bad at some things. Texas just bad overall. Let's look at the pitcher props. Who's going out there today? It is going to be Soroka versus P. Corbin. Corbin's facing his old team. That's a fun little storyline for you right there. So Patrick Corbin was awful with Washington. We know that. Now he's been pretty decent with Texas. I mean, can't complain. Look at the stats. I mean, let's load them up. We look at the stats. We see earned runs. And yeah, his 3's the worst he's done. That's good for him. That's amazing. Hell, and your average starter is doing 3. He's average now. He's no longer bad. He's average. That's crazy. And then some games are actually really good. So 2025, yeah, he's pitched in 10 games. So that's, yeah, success. Let's look at that matchup. Soroka versus that. Nothing really to worry about. Texas versus righties. There you go. Washington versus lefties. There you go. Washington versus Corbin. Bell has 2 home runs and 14 at bats. What a 214 if you want to take that. I'm not. I almost want to take Corbin to show up his former team. You know, sometimes there's little grudges there. You know how athletes are. You know how men are sometimes. So uh, I know I might be a little want to go against my former team like that. Who knows? So I know he didn't have the best time there because he was getting just roughed up every time he went out there. So let's look at their side. Let's see. Corbin was earned runs. So it's Corbin earned runs 2.5 against Texas, who can't do nothing with hits and walks. Am I about to take a Patrick Corbin under prop? I might just do it. I went from fading him to start the season to leaving him alone to actually taking him now. That is hilarious. Now, Washington is 8th in runs. I'm a little worried about that. But they're 13th in hits. Huh. So I can't trust Texas, but I don't trust Washington. Let's look. We might have to start straight up underplay. Soroka, how good have you been? Over earned runs? That ain't good. Oh, no, you're about as good as Corbin. So you're both around 3. You're 3.1. Corbin's sitting here at a 2.2. Damn. Well, what was your 2025? 3.33. Even worse. Okay. So Washington's pitcher's not good. I was going to want to take this one. I wanted this one for the vibes, and now I can't do it. Sad. All right. We'll pass. Sad enough. Next. Man, I was so excited for that one. Now I just got to deal with the next game, which is just boring Boston Yankees. Come on. Nobody cares about this series. Obviously, one of the greatest rivalries in all of sports you can name. Some will argue the greatest rivalry in sports. So, and you have Yankees 170, 9 is our total. We look over at the spreadsheet and we can see how the team's doing. 3-7 and 7-3, and the home team is 7-3. That ain't good for Boston. But rivalry games are a little bit different, so we'll see. Another thing, it's hard to do rivalry games. Like, I can understand football, where it's like once, maybe twice a year. They play like 16 times a season. So how up can you get for every game in the rivalry? Baseball is a little difficult sometimes, but hey, whatever. I know being at the game matters a lot more. So, but that's a lot of times to play somebody. So, which makes it a rival, which would make sense. Anyways, I digress. We see the teams. Let's go look at the pitchers. I am rambling today. Let's see. Who's pitching? Red Sox, Yanks. We see Will Warren's going out there. Will Warren got worked last time, I do believe, against Bueller. Warren earned runs. Yeah, he got worked for 7 runs against the Dodgers last time. Yep. And I said before he went out there, I said, did he get benefit of the doubt for facing Colorado, Texas, Seattle, and the A's, who have not been great with their bats, and he just looks good because of it? Yeah, the Dodgers teed off on him. That was right. Now he's going up against Boston, who is 9th in average, 5th in hits. That might not be good. What's your hits? 4.5? I like that already. I like that. 4.5, and we get Boston at 5. They're 5th in hits at 8.9. I like this. Yeah, that's a play I can easily take. What else we got? Bueller, what have you been up to? Earn runs? Let's see. You gave up 5 last time to Atlanta. What's this over? 9? What's the weather? Oh, I got a lot of questions in this game. Yankees, where's the stadium at? Yankees, 9 miles an hour, maybe some rain. Nothing, not worried about that. So we got 2 pitchers that got blew up last time, Warren and Bueller. Okay, so we're combining here. I think, methinks, looking at this, I love this 5 versus Warren. I don't like anything of these. Like, yeah, that doesn't look good against Bueller. I think I'm going to take Warren over 4.5 hits allowed. That might be the play. Let's look at the histories, the matchups, everything too first before we judge. Warren versus nothing at all. Boston versus righties, there you go. Yankees versus righties, there you go. And then Bueller versus Yankees. Grisham has a couple home runs, 17 at bats. Dominguez has a home run and 2 at bats. And Goldie has a home run and 11 at bats. So, yeah, have fun with that. If you're going to take any of that, I'm going to take the other side. I'm going to go Warren over 4.5 hits allowed for that minus 113. Next, moving on, we have Arizona and Cincinnati. And something's telling me, well, I say I might leave this one alone. This is like the worst weather day, right? Yeah, if you come back and look at the weather real quick, you can see it is, might not be the best. No wind, though, just nasty. All right, so I know there's a lot of storms today. I know the storm chasers are out today because I like to watch those on YouTube. It was fun to watch. Just watch them chase tornadoes. I watched them last night. 2 tornadoes at once. Awesome stuff. So, anyways, Arizona, and there we go. Where are they at? They're there. Found them. It is a pick 'em literally with a 9.5 total. We look at the spreadsheet. We could see Arizona's offense is doing really good. Like, this is what you want to see if you're offense. But your pitching is sucking bad. And Cincy is very mid on their offense. And nothing is standing out last 10. They're not bad. They're not good. They're just mid. So Arizona has a lean here. Let's look at who's pitching today because that always matters in this. Let's see. We go to D-backs and Reds and we see Rodriguez versus Lodolo. Let's go ahead straight to the histories because Lodolo strikeouts over 4.5. He's hit 4 out of 5. Arizona, how are you with strikeouts? 5th. Not a chance for touching that. Let's go look at histories. I'm leaning Arizona so far. Let's see what we can find. Lodolo versus Arizona historically, 1 for 2, 2 with a home run for Vargas. That's it. Against lefties, this is Arizona this season. Cincy versus lefties. Cincy's not good against lefties. They're the worst team. They have 300, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 0. What? That's not good. That ain't good. Rodriguez versus Cincy. And yeah, he's been proving they're not good against lefties because 1 for 9 was 1 for 5, 1 for 7. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, wait, who was that? I just got confused all of a sudden. Yeah. So Arizona has, since he struggles, Arizona's bats are better. I'm taking Arizona all day in this one. So what are we going to take for Arizona? We're going to trust the bullpens or not? Good question. We have Arizona straight up money lines at -105. Their bats are better. I think I'm just going to go straight up Arizona money line. Just all, period. Arizona to win the game. Next. All right, moving on from Cincy, Arizona, we're going to Cubs in Detroit. Detroit let the White Sox win 2 games this week. What is wrong with Detroit? Yeah, they're 7-3. Funny stuff. So Cubs, Detroit. Beautiful series. This hell, potential World Series matchup. At this point, the way these two teams are playing, where'd they go? I just seen them. There they are. 190 Detroit, 7 is our total. Look at the spreadsheet. Oh, look at all the green for the Cubbies at 8-2. Detroit 7-3 with 2 losses to the White Sox, but whatever. Very mid bats, not great, not good. Same. It's literally the same setup as the last one with Arizona and Cincy. That's what it is. So let's go look at the pitchers in this one. See who we got. Get rid of those two. We go boop. We pop down to Cubs Tigers. We go Ben Brown versus, it's a Scooble day. Oh, that's why Detroit's 190. That makes a lot of sense. Scooble strikeouts over. Done. I mean, Scooble, I don't care about the matchup with Scooble. Until he proves he's not going to hit this line, we got to take it. Yeah, Cubs are 10th. For now, they'll probably be 12th tomorrow after Scooble strikes out 10 of you because that's just what he does. So Ben Brown hits over, earned runs over. So not only is this a Scooble strikeout day, this could be a Detroit money line day too. So let's look at Scooby. Scooby, what have you done strikeout wise? Okay, yeah, I see your line +1 away, huh? You're trying to sucker people into that, right? No, we're not doing that. With 6.5, 194. Bruh, that's juicy for a 6.5. I don't think he needs it because KC doesn't strike out much. Remember that they were like 4th or 5th last week when he faced them. And look what he did. He still got 7 of them. Cubs are 10th. So, and you see what he has done recently. Look at those numbers. It's beautiful. He's averaging, what is he averaging the last 10? He's averaging 8.9. Last 5, he's averaging 10.2. Yeah, give me Scooble strikeout. I don't care. This is an auto bet until he proves he can't hit it. So, sorry, that's his auto play. So, we're going Scooble. Like, remember Skeens last season when it was just strikeouts nonstop? That's what this is this season. This is auto play. So, over 7.5. Ks. I don't think 7.5 is high enough. To be honest, I would not be afraid to ladder this bad boy to 10. If you could, you probably can. Let's see, can we? Yes, you could ladder it to 11.5 if you really wanted to. So you can go 10.5 at FanDuel, but 11.5 at whatever was that sleeper. You get worse odds. That's stupid. Let's just do 8, 9, 10 on FanDuel and call it a day. Plus 750 for 10.5. That's worth a few bucks. All right, Scooble next, done. All right, moving on. Houston and Cleveland. Let's see what we got in this one. Where is it at? Can't find it. Who hid? There it is. Is a pick 'em with an 8.5 total. We'll look at the spreadsheet and we can see bad Cleveland hitting, mid Houston hitting with a little bit of green spots here and there. It's nothing too, same as the last 2 games. It's kind of flipped. Now the home team's a bad team batting. What the weird? Let's see. Let's pop here. Let's go here. Houston, Cleveland. We got Colton Gordon going up against Logan Allen. Logan Allen's very mid. Nothing stands out. No prop for him. Colton Gordon, what have you been doing? You need to see both of you. Colton earned runs 3.334. That's your season. 3.334. Now you're going up against Cleveland, who was 28th in runs at 3.2, 25th in hits at 7.4, 28th in RBIs at 3.1. So this is going to be your game. This is going to be a show. Are you good? or you bad? Because if Cleveland pops off on you and gets 3 runs, that means you're probably just bad. Well, average. I don't know. Is this even average? Because if you haven't had a good game yet, this is average, sure. But come on, bro. Logan Allen has, see, this is what he does. He'll give you a 0 sometimes, but you occasionally you're going to pop up 7 too. So enjoy the roller coaster. That is a ride. Let's look at that. Logan Allen versus Houston. Historically, Rogers has a home run. Pena is 5 for 6 for 833 with a 2.1 OPS. Pretty good. Might have to take a Pena play. Let's go ahead and just pull that up over here. Bring this down to Houston. And we go this, and we go, oh, look who's right there. Pena, first one, 100%. There's our play. See, the numbers sometimes tell you what to play. Pena, beautiful stuff. Last 10 HR, he's averaging 3.2. You see he's 5 for 6 against this dude. Yeah, absolutely taking his play, but we'll finish. We'll finish. Against lefties, this is how Houston is this season. Cleveland versus lefties, there you go. And Cleveland versus Colton Gordon, nothing. So if you want to take something, by all means, I, myself, am going to take Jeremy Pena to get over 1.5 HRR next. Moving on, KC and the White Sox. And currently, it is 160 KC with an 8.5 total. Look at the spreadsheet and we see they're about the same. Nothing's really standing out here. Yeah, no, there's no definitive lean either way for this. So let's go with the props. Who's pitching in this one? So far, it's a pass. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a pass. Let's see. That'll be something good. That'll be something good. Lugo versus Davis Martin. Lugo over hits his hit. Chicago is 20th in hits, so we're not going to take that. Davis Martin strikeouts. He does not strike people out. KC does not strike out, so but under 3.5 strikeouts would be a absolutely ballsy play. I don't care because he can pop off for 5. How many times? There's KC. He had 2 head to head. How did we do? The only time he's facing me had 2 strikeouts, but that would be insane to take an under strikeout play. But last 5 in general, last 10 he's only averaging 3.4. So last 5 he's averaging 3. So we took the under against a team like KC who never strikes out. They're at 5.6 in the last 10, which is they're typically top 5 in the league. They don't strike. They're very disciplined. So if we wanted to take this, we could. But man, that is 3.5. If it was 4.5, I'd be all over it. But 3.5, I am already sweating it thinking about it. So we're going to leave alone. Let's look at the histories so I can get the hell out of here. Davis Martin versus KC. There you go. Pasquatch got him a 400 with a home run and 5 at bats. Righties versus KC. There you go. Chicago righties. There you go. Lugo versus White Sox. No home runs. Only 2 RBIs. Damn, pretty good. KC looks like the play here. Looks like the play, but no. Chicago took 2 from Detroit. They took 2 from Detroit. The Rockies swept a series, and the Pacers pulled off something last night. So there's something going on in the sports world. I don't know. I'm leaving it alone. Next. All right, back to a normal game at least. We got Toronto and Minnesota. Damn, Toronto. Do you see these numbers for Toronto? Easy. Where'd they go? Toronto Blue Jays, Twins, 155, Minnesota 8.5. Are you sure about that? Because look at the offense for Toronto. 1-1-1-1-1. They took over the 1 spots. That is crazy. 4th in runs. Well, they're 6th in runs. Their average aren't good, but they're making the most out of it. They are just cooking. Toronto is. Wow. But not in the first inning. Not really in the first inning. Okay. Interesting. Let's look over here. Open this up. Oh, pop. Bang. Get rid of that to that one. Bailey Odubada versus who? Who's pitching? I kind of need to know who's pitching. Guys, come on. Come on. Really? What are we doing here? What are we doing? This is Bush League. This is unacceptable, Toronto. Your bats are, well, I guess I do have their bats versus Obear. Let's see if I can use any props in this one. It'd be a prop. I can't take Toronto or Minnesota because I don't know who's pitching. So you have not gone over strikeouts, you have not gone over earned runs, and you have not given up walks. So you've been pretty good. Maybe there's a bad history. Never know. Obear versus Toronto. Historically, no, he's been pretty damn good against Toronto. He has shut them boys down. Look at those numbers. That is good. Okay, we're not going to do that because number 1 in a lot of off-hitting stuff versus this pitching data, I'll leave that alone. Nothing here for us. Minnesota, nothing. Nobody knows who's pitching for Toronto. So, okay. So there's the sheet. Have fun. You'll find out eventually, I'm sure. If you want to play it, have fun. I'm passing. Next. All right, San Diego and Milwaukee is 140 Milwaukee with the 8.5 total. Let's look at the spreadsheet and see the numbers. Milwaukee cooking. Milwaukee at home, so 2 checks for them. 9-1 last 10 too. Good for them. San Diego struggling with the bats, so that's a Milwaukee lean offensively. Who's the pitching lean? Do we have one pitching? Let's see. Load it up. Padres Brew Crew. We got Vasquez versus Chad Patrick. Patrick's strikeouts has been pretty good. Well, that's going against San Diego, who doesn't strike out much. If you didn't notice, guess what? But they're third. That's where they are. Them, KC, they're always in the top five. We know this. This is nothing new. If you're new here, this is what it is. Vasquez does not give up walks, so we're not going to look at that. Vasquez over strikeouts has been good. Milwaukee strikeouts, you were seventh in strikeouts at 7.5, so no strikeout props. Earned runs, Chad Patrick is not getting up earned runs. Vasquez, what's your earned runs looking like? I mean, we got a couple good pitchers on. That's what I'm seeing here. This is looking like, well, last 10. You see he's averaging 2.4. He got 4 to Pittsburgh, 3 to really? To Pittsburgh and Miami? Okay. And Patrick earned runs. Let's see. You last 5, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, you're 1.6. You're doing a little bit better. But so a little bit better pitching on earned runs for them. Milwaukee has the better bats. Milwaukee is 140 at home. I like all of it so far. Patrick, no history against righties. San Diego, there's your stats. Milwaukee versus righties, there you go. Milwaukee versus Vasquez, not much. This is like not even. This is one game, barely a game. So I like Milwaukee at home. They're the hotter team. They have statistically the better pitcher. Statistically, they have statistically way better bats. They're on a better streak of 9-1. They're playing hotter. Give me Milwaukee at home next. All right, from Milwaukee, we got St. Louis and the Doyas and the Dodgers. Hey, they won a game yesterday. Good job, guys. Or yeah, today they are on the road. It is basically a pick 'em again. You can just get nice plus money on the home team if you want that. It is 8.5 out there. Let's look at the spreadsheet and we see, oh, there's the number one offense still. Number twos, you can see all that there. We've had this same setup 3 times now. The away team has amazing bats. The home team is mid. But then the pitching is where it matters the most. Let's go look at it. Load it up. Boop, boop, get rid of you two. And we want Doyers and Cardinals. And we got Sonny Gray going up against Justin Robleski. And nothing really standing out. Walks allowed. How many walks does St. Louis get a game? 15th. Nope, don't care. Sonny Gray has not given up 2 walks in 5 straight games and only 2 out of 8 games. So, yeah, not looking at that. Let's look at the earned runs to see what these 2 gentlemen have been up to this season. Sonny Gray, we kind of know. He has been all over the place. Great. 7. 3. 0, 7, 0, 3, 0. I mean, dude is just, yeah, all over the damn place, but whatever. Let's look over at Robleski, and then he's only pitched in 1 game this season so far, right? Yeah, and he had 8 earned runs. So his, and that was at Washington. Something about at Washington. Washington pops off, so against certain teams. I don't want to. This was April 8th, too, so it's June 6th. So this has been 2 months since this man started a game for the Dodgers. So are we going to fade? We like to fade, but then that means fading the Dodgers. 8.5 stars total. We might. So this is Sonny Gray versus Dodgers historically. 300, 300, 300, 400, 300, 400, home run. Overplay, perhaps. If we're fading the Dodgers pitcher, we got to fade Sonny Gray, too, because the Dodgers tee off on Sonny Gray a little bit, apparently, according to these numbers. Righties, you can see how Dodgers have been this season. St. Louis against lefties, you see how they do this season. And against Robleski, Wynn has a home run. You have a home run. And that's it, not much. Okay, so if we're fading first start in 2 months, your only start was terrible this season, and we got to face Sonny Gray because of how bad they did against him, and the Dodgers offense is obviously cooking still. We have to take over. Yeah, let's go over 8.5. That might be the best way to go. Over 8.5. What's the wind looking like? Is it windy out there? I remember we saw something about St. Louis. Come with me, and we'll find it down here. No, it is not. Oh, it might rain. So it's not wind, so I'm fine. I'm still going to take it. We're going to take the over 8.5 and move on to the next one. All right, moving on to Mets in Colorado. Hey, I found the team with all those 30s I was looking for earlier. Oh, man, 320 Mets on the road with a 10.5 total. Oh, there's your 30s. Boom, 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 boom. The worst offense is Colorado, who's on a 3-game winning streak. Madness. They went from an 8-game losing streak to a 3-game winning streak just randomly. I mean, I have to say, I think the streak's going to end today, but hell, who knows? This is the Mets, not the Marlins. So, Mets have the advantage here, but 320? I can't take 320 against a streaking Rockies. Are you kidding me? No, the universe won't allow something like that to happen. So, let's pop over here, get rid of those 2. Who's pitching today? That matters more than anything. Is it Centella Day? It is Centella. Yes, very nice. I love this man. I love him. This man is a cash how. Look at this. He is earning his money and he's giving me some of it. So, because I've taken every one of these props this year. You know this. You've been here. I've taken every single one. Earn runs over 3.5. It was 2.5 start of the year. It didn't matter. Didn't matter. He's just that just beautiful man right there. Beautiful soul. Let's look. Since it's Senzatalia, this is his history versus the Mets. My God. Taylor, 571, 500 for Soto, 364 with 3 home runs. Oh, I'm sorry. Soto has 4 at bats, 2 home runs. Nimmo has 364 with 3 home runs and 11 at bats. Marte has a 538 and 13 at bats. What? Lindor is a 444, 357 for Alonso. Yeah, I think we're gonna take the over 3.5 earned runs for a -130. Why is it? Why are the odds low? Suspicious. That's very suspicious. Anyways, I didn't go back to the other guy. Mets versus Rockies, there you go. Colorado versus Rockies, there you go. And Colorado versus Senga. Look at all the zeros. Okay, yeah. I almost want to take the Mets. Damn. The Mets -1.5 is -200? That is robbery. That is too much. This give me Senzatalia -3.5. We're done with this. My normal play, Senzatalia over 3.5 earned runs. Thank you very much. Thanks for doing business. Let me show the spreadsheet again. There you go. Have fun. Next. All right, next up we got Seattle and the Angels. Following up that beautiful performance, let's see what this game has to offer us. We have Seattle 145 with a 9.5 total. Look at the spreadsheet and we see, oh my God, disgusting. So just absolutely filth. That's all this is. Ugh. Props. Let me go away. I had to screenshot that Senzatalia prop. Show everybody in the group, in the chats, in the Patreon and the Discord. Let everybody know, like, happy Senzatalia Day to all that celebrate. Because man, oh man, this is a fun day. This is gonna be a good day. I can tell. It's gonna be fun at least. So we have Hendricks going up against Bryce Miller. Over earned runs for Hendricks is. I mean, does it matter? These two teams suck offensively. Let's just keep it. I'll keep it up. Both pitchers suck. Both bats suck. What are we doing? Like I said, yeah, Hendricks, you're averaging a smooth 3.4, and Miller's averaging a smooth 3.6. That's 7. What's our over under this one? 9.5 with these bats. Somebody's going to tee off on somebody. I don't know who it is, but I don't want none of this. But let me show you the stuff before I bounce on this one. Let me show it. I know some of you care a lot about it. Hendricks versus Seattle. There you go. Tellez has a lot of bats. 375 and 24 bats is actually pretty good for 24 bats. But 917, only 1 home run, but 5 RBIs. Maybe Tellez might be a play. We'll look. Actually, let's go and pull up now. Let's go look. Let's look. Mariners, Angels. This isn't good. Crawford, Cal's. You know Cal's on pace for like 64 home runs. That's ridiculous. I hope he gets it. That'd be crazy. Just so. Yeah. Oh, wait. I am blind. Look who showed up. Look who's. Hey, hello, friend. That's who we want. I got caught off by Cal when I saw that. I remember the home runs from yesterday. All right, Rowdy. You're 6 for 10. Ain't the best. And ain't the best. Let me keep it a buck. And you basically slap a single once a game occasionally. Is that good enough? Because you have been really good against this dude, though. Like, you've been good. 375 and 24 bats is really good. Let's see. Let's go to the other side. Angels versus Bryce Miller. Anybody stand out? Ward's got a home run and 10 at bats with 4 for 10. Bunch of zeros. There's your righties. If I had to pick, I would probably pick Tellez, but I don't like what he's done recently. Like 6 for 10 is like, I need 7-10, and I need like a game with 2 hits at least. This is just slapping a little bloop single half the time. I don't like that. We're gonna pass. Let me show you the sheet. Yeah, under. Not against these pitchers though. I can't do the Nerfy. I can't do a Yurfy. This is one of those just no man games. Next. All right, next up is going to be Baltimore and the A's. Currently, we got Baltimore 120 on the road. The over/under of 11. We know the wind's blowing out at 10 miles an hour today. So, and both teams are doing pretty good on the bats. A's are pretty. Everything is up strikeouts. They swing a lot. They swing away. That's what they do. 11.2 strikeouts. Huh? That's a lot. If we have a Baltimore pitcher that can actually strike somebody out, that's absolutely going to be a play we're going to take. Let's pop over here and look. Who is pitching today for Baltimore? I don't care about the A's, to be honest. Dean Kramer. Kramer, how are you with strikeouts? 4.5. That means you're not a strikeout, dude. Man, I can't wait for Scooble to face the A's. Just can't wait for that to happen. Give me the over/under of 15. I don't care. Oh, man. Kramer hits allowed against the A's, who are 10th in hits. That might be a play. Hold up. Yeah, how are you been in earned runs recently? You've been lights out last couple games, but you have been popped off a little bit this season. Couple fives, couple fours. What's your hits looking like? You've been giving up hits recently. So last five, you're averaging 6.4. You need six. A's are good. They're getting basically one an inning. Let's look at the matchup. Sears versus Baltimore. Adley has 2 home runs and 10 at bats, but he's only 4 for 10. So yeah, two of those went really far. Gunner has 5.56, not bad. 1 for 10 for Mateo. That ain't good. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Lefties for Baltimore. There you go. A's, righties. There you go. A's, Kramer. Nothing really stands out there. So I'm tempted to take this, but then I'm also tempted to take the other side. Over 11 seems like a lot. It's only 10 miles an hour. It was 10 yesterday, and I didn't even come close to the over. I took the over. Or 2 days ago, I mean, I took the over. No, I'm not loving it. Man, I'm not loving it. I'm getting, yeah, we're going to pass. We're going to pass on it. Next. All right, moving on. Last game. We have Braves and Giants. We already said we're probably taking the over in this one. 18 miles an hour wind. Are you kidding me? Here, come look. Let me show you again. There it is right there. 18 miles an hour. Nothing. 61 degrees. A little chilly, but that's San Fran for you. 7.5 over. Again. Really? Really? You're going to give me that again? And this time we have... I question so many things. Oh, that's why. That's why. I forget. How dare I? I forget. Yeah, San Fran's the worst scoring team in the last 10 games at 2.2. Both teams garbage with the batting averages. Come on, guys. Come on. How are you this bad? Yeah, you got a 2-game win streak. You're 2-8, Atlanta. Come on. Come on. No, this is trash. That's what this is. If you were average bats, both of you, easy over. Of course, it probably would be like 8, 9.5 too, not just 7.5. But they're basically banking on the teams not being able to hit the damn ball. You got to hit the ball for it to actually go far. If you can't hit it, you got problems. Brave strikeouts are 24. Birdsong, aren't you in the bullpen? Are we running the bullpen game here, guys? We'll see. You, out. Yeah, he said 3 games. Last 3 games. Well, this season he has 3 games. Last 10, yeah, no, you're not bullpen. That's right. I don't think you are. Hold up. There's somebody on, it might have been Burslong. I could be confused. Let me go. The following. Let's go over here to ESPN, take a look. Shall we? Yeah. Yeah, I knew this dude was in the bullpen for a bit. He was in the bullpen. They took him out of the bullpen back to a starter. There we go. So, yeah, I see what they did. Yep, that makes sense. So you see what he's been doing. So yeah, Outlier tends to not track bullpen guys for props and everything and stats. They only do starters, which makes sense. Cool. So as somebody who's tried to build something to track bullpens, it is hard. Like Google Sheets couldn't even handle it. It break every time I try to do it. So the fact that they at least do this much, I'm okay with that. So this is when he was a starter. 2025 is all we care about. His last 3 starts, 0, 2, and 0. Of course, it was KC, Detroit, Miami. Not bad. Not bad overall. Matchup, Birdsong, Braves. There you go. Nothing, couple home runs, nothing crazy. Against righties, there you go. San Fran righties, there you go. San Fran Schwellenbach, 0 for 1, nothing there. So, nothing in this game. I don't care about nothing in this game. This game is garbage. You see the earned runs. Schwellenbach's gave up. Oh, this is strikeouts. Gaven? That's not even a word. Schwellenbach has 11 strikeouts in back-to-back games, and one was against the Padres, who don't strike out, which is crazy. And Boston, who does strike out. So Atlanta, San Fran. San Fran's 14th. What's her number? 5.5 strikeouts against a dude who's gone 11 back-to-back. But before that, he went 3-3. And one of those was Boston. So I don't know what he figured out or something happened or what. But dude has been feeling it here recently with strikeouts. Do we go for it? I mean, if you've done this back, I understand one game, you're like, okay, he was on it. But this dude's been on it twice now. Like, he must have did something, changed something, figured something out. Slipped and fell, tripped on a baseball, landed on his arm funny, something. I don't know. I think I'm going to take it. We're going to roll the dice. I want a little something out here. And San Fran's the worst offense out there currently, so I'm not too worried about that. Him getting blown up. 14th in strikeouts, I can work with that. Let's go Schwellenbach strikeouts. We got to take advantage of that. How the hell you spell Schwellenbach's the next question? Because that is a, you know what we're going to do? Just going to copy and paste in my spreadsheet. So I have it. Yeah, Schwellenbach over 5.5. That's it. 5.5. All right. I will take that. That'll be the next play. And that will, we're done, right? Yeah, that's it. No more. Cool. Let's go back to the schedule. Tomorrow is Saturday. We have our usual 15 games like always. Nothing crazy. I'll be here tomorrow. Drop a like. Subscribe if you haven't. It helps grow the channel. We're trying to get to 20K around here. Check out the HQ if you want the plays typed out, a nice list, or if you want access to the spreadsheet so you can do your own research. Other than that, let me know in the comments what you're playing. Are you fading? Are you following? Are you doing your own thing? Let me know. And if you have plays, put them down there. You have parlays, put them down there. I want to see, because if I see something I like, I tail them occasionally. I'll let you know if I do or not. So other than that, there's HQ. I will see you tomorrow on Saturday for some more MLB